What's happening, people? Welcome to today's video, and we're back in the car. But today we have a really exciting video. We're actually on the way to the train station to head to London because we have a mastermind. Today's mastermind's with Lee and Owen. They run the Unlimited Barber Coaching, and this is where they scale businesses, but usually they're based in Australia or Bali, and they're holding a mastermind here in London today, so I had to jump on board. So I'm going to take you along with my day today, where I'm just going to show you what goes on in this mastermind so you can have some free gems, because of course I like to give you as much free value as possible. So again, please don't roast me in the comments, because this is my second sort of style of vlog video. And today I'm actually venturing out of the car. We're going to be walking through London, going to be grabbing some coffee, speaking to some nice people, because there's a lot of people in the industry who I used to work with who I haven't seen in a while, so it'd be nice to catch up and just have a general conversation in the ways that they view the industry going and how things are moving. So it's really exciting to be around people who see the same sort of vision, because right now I'm a little bit of an outsider. I'm just locked in an office day in, day out, just grinding and building, so it's going to be nice just talking to people. So with that being said, I'm going to carry on driving, and I'll probably see you when we're in London, and I'll talk a little bit more probably when I'm grabbing a coffee. I really want to grab a Blank Street coffee. I've just been seeing them all over the internet, and I'm a part of that sort of hype. So with that being said, let's get into the full video.
Jumping onto the train, what better things to do than catch up with my coaching clients? This is where we're going to talk about content, that their content is working, that their business is growing, and everything in between. I'll be brutally honest with you, I absolutely hate the train. I'm not the biggest fan of public transport, but however, let's utilize our time properly and actually check in with some clients. So I was just checking in with clients, making sure their content's going well, they're seeing clients come through the door, and this made this terrible train journey go a lot quicker.
Okay, so sorry, the worst time to, let me talk in a second. Okay, so we just got into London, picked up a coffee, definitely not a Blank Street coffee, but there was none on the way. We're currently in, where are we? London Bridge, and we're walking to the event, but sod's law, the bloody train was delayed. I was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago, so I'm currently running late. Sorry, Lee and Owen. These things happen, but like I said, I'm excited to do this because, you know, it's really important to continuously elevate your skills in any sort of realm. I'm kind of going out of the cutting hair space and going more into the online marketing space, so it's super important to actually understand what other people are doing, see what can work, and learn from other people. I think as soon as you stop learning, this is where you stop. You're hitting a dead end. You know, you need to continue elevating yourself, and if you don't do that, you're just stuck. So the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop progressing. So we've got a 10-minute walk. I actually need to check where we're going. Just check my watch. We're just walking straight, so we're all good. I just wanted to come on touch on a quick subject, you know. I've never ever in my life vlogged the video in public, and I think it's really important to actually get yourself out of your comfort zone and push yourself, because it's so easy. Even for me, I create content every single day, but I'm in my safe space, my office, no one's around me. Whereas now we're walking through London, I'm holding a camera and I'm talking to it, and this excuse me, is completely foreign. So I think it's really important to push yourself out there and actually start making yourself out of comfortable situations, because when you're uncomfortable, this is when you grow the most. So for me, even doing this feels extremely nerve-wracking. I feel like everyone's looking at me. But the thing is, if you want to do these things, you have to take yourself out of comfortable situations, because if you don't, then you're just going to stay stagnant the whole way through. So I'm going to try and vlog as much as possible, all the interactions I have with the other barbers. There's 18 people, 18 businesses going to this event today, so it'd be nice to connect with people, see some old friends and make some new friends. So I'll catch you inside the event.
But the thing with digital products though, my opinion of it is it's just a funnel in itself, right? Because people are so open to spend 200 quid rather than your whole coaching offer, but then you add them to your whole ecosystem. I feel like digital products in my space, it's been a massive catalyst to the fact that people want to get on board you, just because as soon as they buy something from you, wherever low it is, they're more likely to buy something from you. Oldest, I think having both just helps, I think. Yeah. Rather than I found if you just had one offer, a lot of times it's, granted you make a lot more money, sell less, but if you sell them onto your lower ticket offer and they're inside your ecosystem, it's likely to convert them then back onto your higher offer. So rather than, I think also sometimes it's also just knowing your self-worth. Sometimes I think it's the worst thing, is just you need to think that you need to prove it, when in hindsight, you don't need to prove anything. If they don't want it, they won't have it. And it's kind of accepting that you will lose people. I think it's when you do the one-on-one coaching, ultimately you don't want everyone. So it's very much targeted, same with your clientele. People who want it will have it. I feel like you have to give away more than you think because people are greedy. And then it's a select few that do think, okay, I'm going to do that. It's like going to the gym. You can do everything yourself, but you pay for a PT. Like,
You can give someone the whole program.
Yeah.
You can give someone the whole program
Literally.
on your page.
But they won't implement it because it's free as well.
and also
for
the,
implementation.
the money aspect makes you hold you accountable for it. Yeah, but I think he said it to me, it's like ultimately people go into the same with my thing is they can do it all, it's like having a coach. We're not going to do it for you, we're going to show you exactly how to do it, but ultimately you need to learn something. I think it's important to understand that we're not here to do everything for you, we're here to change you as a person that's going to do the things you want to do. Yeah, I think it's also saying no to people is really powerful and not saying yes to everyone, because saying yes to the wrong person can fuck everything, I think.
Okay, so right, we are back in the office. It's a different day, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. The days have changed. But I couldn't record anything because there was so many delays on the way back on the train and I got back so late, it just took me too long and I couldn't record the end of this video. So I just want to touch base. I've got all my notes from the other day's mastermind. And I'm going to talk to you about some things that really resonated with me, and it can definitely resonate with you because ultimately it will show you the possibilities that you can have for your business. So let's go through. One thing that I really wanted for you to understand was the fact that you need to understand what's the correct vehicle for you to get to your goal. Whether that be a certain financial figure, whether that be a stage in your career with clientele that you cut, you need to really think about what vehicle is going to get you to that said goal. For me, I have a financial figure. I want so much ambition that I want to get to 100k a month. I want to earn £1 million a year. And cutting hair, simply that isn't going to happen, unfortunately. That's why I knew I needed to shift into the coaching space, because I know that I can make more money doing so. You need to ask yourself, if I stay in the career I am right now and the vehicle that I'm currently in, am I going to be able to achieve the goals that I really want to achieve? And if not, you need to think about what vehicles will get you to that goal. And that leads me on to our next point. There's two types of niches that we went over in this mastermind. There's horizontal niches and there's vertical niches. So with the horizontal niches, that could be barbering, that could be hairdressing, that could be PTing, that could be a chef. But now when you think about the vertical niches, it's how to elevate in each one of those niches. So for me, by craft, I'm a barber and that's what I've been doing. But a vertical niche of that is now turning into an online coach and helping barbers scale their business by using content. I've now thought of a different vehicle outside my career, but still linked to what I want to do, that gets me to my goal that I want to achieve every single month. Okay, so this is what I mean by understanding what vehicle is going to get you to said goal. And as a graph, it might go up and it might go down, but I don't like to look at that down part as a setback. It's just a step across to find a new vehicle to get further ahead in life, get closer to that goal. This is what we talk about today, and it's all about mindset. And this brings me on to our next point. If you're someone that thinks you've learned it all, I'm sorry, but you are stuck. You're only jeopardizing yourself. As soon as you stop learning and think you've hit the top, that's when you stop growing, okay? You need to understand that there's people out there doing better things than you. And if you want things to change, you have to make a change. For me, I could have not gone to this mastermind thinking that I know it all with marketing, but I don't. There's things I don't know, and there's things that I still need to learn. I'm going to continuously learn. This is what you buy into people who have been and done the things that you want to do. Ultimately, everyone is just exchanging knowledge, and knowledge has a price. So you need to understand you need to invest to actually gain the knowledge to take you to that next level. And by going to this mastermind, it's really made me reflect on everything. And I've been working so hard for the last 10 months, ridiculously hard. I've never worked so hard in anything in my life. And like I said in the previous video, I had one of my clients come up to me and said, Tim, you've done exactly what you said you were going to achieve. And I just wanted to reflect on what I've done in this last month. Last month, I had my biggest month I've ever had to date, and I never thought I'd be able to do this as a barber. Last month, I turned over almost £17,000, okay? And £11,600 of that wasn't in the salon, and £4,500 of that was in the salon by working 3 days a week, not even 3 days a week, okay? So you need to realize that these things can happen, because I'm just an ordinary guy who has 4 GCSEs, but I know that I've got more in life. I'm chasing more and I know that I'm capable of that. And someone said a quote today that really resonated with me. He said, if you didn't do well at school, you just didn't do well at getting programmed. And that really resonated with me, because at school, I was that kid that was just looked at as being dumb. I was always in the bottom set, everything. And I was just painting a picture thinking, okay, you're just going to do well because of your family. And lo and behold, I'm building an empire of my own without any help. Of course, I'm getting guidance from other people, but I'm doing the hard work. I'm building it. I'm putting in the late nights. And you can do the same. You just need to accept that you need help and make a change. Because if I didn't do that and invest in myself 10 months ago, I would not be at the position now where I'm almost turning over £17,000 in a month. I'm earning over what people earn in a year in a month. and all I do is cut hair and I just got good at creating content. This is what happens when you master your skills and understand the vertical niches that are inside the horizontal niches. So it's just crazy to think about. Still, when I say it now, it doesn't quite sit with me. It's still like, whoa. But the day moves on. It's another day now. Now I'm just going to keep pushing the needle forward, and the next goal is 50k in a month. So once I hit 50k in a month, this is when you're next going to hear from me about my financial goals. So with that being said, that's just a kind of reflection, and you need to ask yourself, are you in the correct vehicle to get you to your goal? And if not, and you want to start working with me so you can get that help, so you can start hitting those 10k months as a barber by leveraging content that actually converts into clients, send me a message on Instagram saying the word 500, and I'll be more than happy to send you information and hop on a call and break down exactly how we're going to do that. But for now, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you soon. Peace.